Hello everybody, socalthero here. Welcome back to another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. In this one, we're going to continue the around the world trip that I am currently undertaking. We are in island of Java, I believe is where I'm at right now. Yes, and we are going to be going to I know it's Bali. What's the Khuta, I believe is how you pronounce the city that we're flying to today. Truth be told, it's still the same day that I was flying from the last video. However, as I started this recording, I've realized that I didn't check for any driver updates for my GPU, and sure enough, I had one, because as soon as I started the recording for this flight, I ended it just before I got on board like this, because the game was just it was just a stuttering mess just from not having a driver update. So I had to restart it over again, and it took a few minutes before I decided to start it, get it started again. So that's the reason why I'm a little spacey on where we're at and where we're going. Let's go ahead and send all of our information about the flight to the system here. There we go. So log time for this flight is 2 hours and 25 minutes. So hopefully we keep having the same luck we've been having in the past. We'll get there at about 2 hours and maybe 10 minutes. Is usually where we end up going. Whoops. There we go. Let's start the aircraft again. And let's finish initialization here. Man, I am all over the place. I have to do one random thing differently, and then I'm completely lost. I'm a hot mess apparently. Alright, so we got the aircraft started up right now. We're going to turn on our landing lights. We're going to turn on the icing as well, because I normally do, due to the time of the year it is and how cold it can get up there. And then on top of it today, it looks like it's going to be a little gloomy when we're flying out of here today. Flight level on SimBrief says that we should be at 30,000 feet. We're going to be over land, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to crank it down to about, let's see. We'll do 24,000 feet today. Be a little bit lower than I have been the last few flights. Departure should be pretty simple. It's got a departure setting that takes us out a little to the left, and then we have to circle back towards the airport here before we start heading south, or well, southeast really, to our next destination. So gotta do a little bit of detouring. Oops, I didn't mean to set that already. There we go. But let's go ahead and release the parking brake, and we're gonna be on our way here. As you can see, it looks like I ended up in an actual taxi spot that I could park at from the last video. I do remember that. I was about right here, so that's always good for the immersion aspect of it. We're going to go ahead and taxi up to this taxiway instead. There we go. And then we're going to start heading back towards 25 left. That is where we're going to be departing out of today. And we're going to be landing, I believe, on 27 left. Or no, there is no left. So we're just landing on 27. I'm going to reduce the power. We're taxiing at double the knots that we should be here for ground speed. And then I'll kind of look over the aircraft a bit here and make sure I get a lot of the other stuff set before I forget while we're in flight. Like in the last video, I forgot to put up my landing gear apparently. And that's all checked. Wait till we get back to the start of the runway here before I start getting the flap set and toga and whatnot. Yeah, a little bit of a long flight today. It's okay though. Oh man, look at this taxiway. This is a beautiful taxiway with all this trees and landscaping and whatnot around us. Kind of want to see trees by a runway, I would think. I mean, I guess it's in between two taxiways, so it's no big deal, but I kind of think that would be a safety concern for an airport to have some trees. I mean, it looks great. Don't get me wrong. I love the look of it. It just... That's something I don't think they typically do, is put trees in between the two taxiways like that. Just so that passengers have a more aesthetic pleasing taxi to their runway. Let's see. I believe we want the next one as our taxiway onto the runway here. I guess you could use either one depending on how far back you want to go. Oh, here comes an airplane actually coming in right now. That's pretty cool. Let's check that out. As much as we can anyways. Yeah, trees blocked it. You could kind of see them coming down there. But Sim seems to be moving a lot smoother since I put this driver update in. I was only outdated by about 2 days. Today is a Saturday, and the driver update came out on Thursday, but apparently it was significant because in the last video you'll see like get all kinds of jumping and stuttering. Alright, we are out onto the runway that we need to be departing out of. And I don't see that plane that just landed here, so I think we're going to be okay to just jump on here and take off. Go ahead and that toga. Whoops. Not full flaps. There we go. And center line. Ish. We'll get to it here in just a moment. There we go. Okay, more center line. And I think a plane is starting to render in ahead of me here, so they might not be quite off the runway yet. Oh, I guess they are. That's actually weird the way that LOD was working there, and now they're doing circles. Positive rate, gear up. Now they're taxiing onto the runway from the... That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. The AI in this game, I swear. That has to be AI. That can't be a person. There's just no way. You can tell when people are nearby because they'll do like flyovers and whatnot and buzz you, but driving like that on the runway, that can't be a person. Absolutely no way. Alright, we're going to get the map set up here the way I like it. And we have a good rate of climb, so we can go ahead and retract our flaps. And that map's already set up the way I like it. Go ahead and focus on our climb out of here. The magenta line in the plane's computer says we need to be at 10 degrees of climb. Which is not true at all. And trim is, yeah, trim's zeroed out already. Something is clicked on, like, there you go. I was going to say I can see the arrow, so I know something's not right there. Alright, we are already above the 3,000 feet mark that they want us to be at for this waypoint. We're probably going to exceed the next waypoints already, too. Be up there pretty quick today. Not much to see, obviously, which is kind of a bummer because the way we came in, there was not much you could see either because it was nighttime. So a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. At least with the landmarks, we got to change the time and be able to see them before we departed out of here. Or Before we departed out of here. Thinking I looked at it right now, but that's not the case. I looked at them at the end of the last flight. Alright, we are above 5,000 feet now. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, this ain't all turned on. Let's turn on the nav, flight level control, autopilot, and we're going to pick on the auto throttle. It's going to turn us to the right just a little bit here. And pretty nice. We're getting out of the crummy weather here. Let me see what the weather's like over in Bali, if I can get it to render in. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's weather pattern right here that loaded in, but not loading anything in for Bali. So maybe it's not as bad over there, or it just needs me to get closer before it renders it in. This is what I've noticed in the past here with the sim. But anyways, guys, we're above 5,000 feet. Like I said, we're actually at 6,500 right now, and we are continuing our climb out of here at the island of Java. We'll be cruising at 24,000 feet, which I should be able to grab some footage along the way of the flight. And then we will be descending down into Khuta or Khuta, Bali here. If I get time, I'll try to go on Google and ask how to pronounce the name of that city, so I can hopefully get it right. But anyways, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and I'll see you when we start descending down into Bali. Guys, we are back. We are making our final turn here to get back on the localizer as this flight plan kind of goes over the approach area. So we are about 3 to 5 minutes out from landing in Khuta in Bali here. The aircraft is trying to correct itself right now. I still have autopilot on. I'm letting it do its thing. Trying to get us back on course here. At least I think it's trying to, and it's not doing circles. Oh my goodness, there's traffic. Oh yeah, no, it's doing the approach loop thing. Okay, well, we're going to kick off the autopilot. And we're going to kick off the auto throttle. And we're going to kick off altitude HUD and VNAV. There we go. And we're going to fly the aircraft ourselves. You know how this goes. It's always fun when I'm hand flying it in. Let's see here. It's going to be a beautiful approach on a beautiful day here, as you can see. The tower is probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. I'm like doing loops and swooping around here and whatnot. Gonna be landing on runway 27 on this one, and there's another aircraft right there, so I'm assuming I should just follow him in. Is the ideal way to go here.
Travel less than 1 mile.
Or he's flying by, one or the other. Looks like he's flying by. Let me get on the localizer here. Runway is 27, so we should be at a 270 heading. It should be like right about here. Pretty sure that's him in front of me. Oh no, those are smokestacks. Okay, never mind. Oh, I didn't mean to cheat like that. I'm trying to see a point of view or a point of interest, if there are any, and I don't see any. All right, hopefully. Oh, I need to go to the left here. Wasn't really paying attention to it, but it did show me kind of where to go. I was trying not to cheat it. All right, we're on our final approach here to the runway. So we're going to go ahead and lower our landing gear. We're going to cut back on some power so we're not ripping our landing gear off. Yeah, we're still cutting back power. We were getting a thing saying we were going too fast for flaps, but we're okay. I think it's a one runway airport, so I think this is it in front of me. Is that it right there? There's a lot of buildings for that to be it. No, those are apartment buildings. That's not it. Where's... Oh, it's right there. Okay, there's another plane that's coming in too at the same time. Okay. Kind of close. I probably shouldn't be that close to him if we're trying to be legit here. But there's people behind me too. Maybe? According to traffic, there might be, so I can't go too slow and give him space. Oh, this is a beautiful area, though. Look at all this. Man, this kind of reminds me of the Keys in Florida. It's very, especially with the sun being as bright as it is today, it looks like a beautiful day out here. And then seeing this bridge out here in the bay, this is very nice. Got some boats down there. And we are flying too high for our glide slope, so we're going to go ahead and drop a little bit. Do some last minute checks. I don't have landing lights on. Even if it's daytime, I'll be sort of legit. All of that is good. Flap.
500.
Yep. Okay. At the 500 call out, we're still too high. I'm going to have to reduce power as I drop
rate.
here.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Alright, we're going to cut the rest of the power. Lots of floating. We were floating for a minute there, but we are down finally. And right behind that other aircraft. Let's see, should be taking this taxiway, which is the same one I need to take. Let's retract our flaps in. Turn off our landing lights since we are down now. And then this guy is already down and onto the taxiway. We're going to follow him too just to get the runway cleared a little bit quicker for those other guys coming in. And then we're actually going to park. These are the terminals right here. As you see, all the big aircrafts here. You see there's parking for smaller aircraft too. That's probably where we're going to park. Oh, this van. You idiot. What are you doing driving on a taxiway? Where planes are trying to exit. Yeah, I can't move. I got this big ass commercial plane in front of me. Well, while we're waiting on him, let's do some cleaning up of the aircraft that we can do. Yeah, there's a lot of spots to park, but man, are they all taken? That's a cool looking livery on that plane up there in front. I'm gonna actually break the rules here. And kill some ground crew apparently too. I'm gonna park over here just because I want to check out this livery on this plane. Okay, so we're gonna take this spot right here in front of this terminal. Oh, we're gonna kind of render the terminal. Well, I guess they come in from the left, maybe, or I don't know. I'm probably on the taxiway for that terminal. Either way, we'll probably get moved. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Turn off the strobe lights so ground crew knows the aircraft's shutting down. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and let me click. Whoops. Let me click this real quick. I just want to see not where I was supposed to go, which I'm sure it's going to tell me here. Oh yeah, that's a cool livery. I'm going to check that out. Well, let's fly around and look at this cove. Even though there's no points of interest, it did look very nice. So let's go ahead and open our door. We got those in. Go to showcase camera view and crank that speed all the way up. Sure would be nice if they saved that. All right. So let's check out the man. Yeah, Citation CJ3. This is a cool livery. I like this livery. One of these days I need to fly one of these. The LODs are interesting on it though, because it's just a prop plane. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. But yeah, this cove looks really cool. This is a really nice area. Again, Stoppel for the win for the amazing approaches and areas of landing here. Definitely got to take pictures for the scrapbook. That looks really cool. I see something over here. I have it set right now to show me points of interest, but it's not showing me anything, so there must not be a very well-known building in this part of the country, but I see these over here. I'm gonna go check them out and see what they are. Yeah, they look like they're smokestacks, like it's an industrial area. You get all the plant life here we can be running through. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it's just smokestacks of a industrial area. Yeah, it's pretty neat though. Either way, it looks really nice here. Looks like a beautiful day too to be out here. But let's go ahead and go back to the aircraft and shut the rest of it down since we don't have any points of interest and I didn't record the game. Had a lot of fun well, not a long time ago, but a while back. If you guys were watching Jeff's stream when he did his group flight with his well, actually it wasn't even with his subs, it was just everybody that was watching his stream. Whoops, I didn't mean to get back on here. I'll jump out as it's closing up. It was pretty cool because we walked around and we took the group photo. Well, Jeff took a group photo of all of us and we used it as, or I posted it online and we used it as a photo to show off group flight we did. I kind of miss doing that. I wish we could find some more people to do that with. This game is fun by itself. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy and love playing this game, but when you have your friends along with you too, or just a bunch of other people, like there's like 8 or 10 people and we were all flying like right next to each other. It looked like a swarm of bees from my point of view. But yeah, you got to really appreciate and enjoy what this sim can bring as far as content and options and creativity that you can bring to it as well with the tools they give you. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me and this video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. The next flight is gonna take us to Darwin, Australia, so we will finally be in Australia on the next leg, but that leg is 3 hours and 40 minutes long, so that is gonna be quite a long flight. So that's what we did today on our tablet there. And then we're going to be going from where our plane is currently sitting at here to, I think it's about here in Australia, up on this cove. So that'll be pretty interesting to have happen. Oh, speaking of the tablet, I went into more apps and I forgot I installed the SimBrief dispatch here that I saw on their website. So now SimBrief is in my sim. So you can see all the recent flights I did. They have the dates and then the airport codes, and then these are the flight numbers I always fly as. I always fly as Chapo's Cocaine Services 114. That's what I always fly as. Yeah, it's that bad, I know. If you haven't been here long, you need to see the beginning videos when we head to South America, because there's a lot of Chapo references there. But it's cool. You could do a new flight in here. You can edit the current flight that you're on. You can view the current flight that you're on. Let me get to it here. So this is all the stuff that I pull when I mentioned like SimBrief says. So like it tells me fly at 27,000 feet. This is how much fuel I need. It gives us a percentage of a little bit extra just in case we have a misapproach or anything like that. And then over here, I think on flights it actually shows, yeah. These are all of my, if you have the text file, I have already had all of the flights that are planned for the entire trip here, thanks to Stoppel, and one late night of staying up and configuring all of them to where this plane's range shouldn't have an issue, other than, like I said, leg 86 is going to be the one that's tough when we go from Australia to Finland. But as you can see here, I have every single one saved on SimBrief here to get me around the entire world on this trip, all the way from the beginning as well. So it's nice that it's actually in the sim too, and apparently you can actually send the flight details from here to the tablet and then send it to the aircraft. So I might do that in the next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the next flight today or tomorrow. Because I think Stoppel is going to be ready to hang out here, and we're going to play some Ready or Not, but we'll see you in the next video. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.